Good, shouldn't it? We're going to talk about that a bit later. We've already touched on Arsenal and the fact that you were at that game on the weekend. You said on Saturday you feel that if Arsenal do beat Fulham on Saturday, they'll go on and win the title. I mean, do you feel like from what you saw against Newcastle, they've got enough to go and beat Fulham even? And then go on and lift the title?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you just got to win football matches now. You know, you just got to get over the line. It wasn't great the other night. They played much, much better the week before at Man City and lost the football match. So you just got to make sure you win games now. It doesn't matter how they do it. You know, when you pick that trophy up, back of your medal will have winners on it. It won't say lucky, it'll say winners.
But you feel that this is going to be sort of a defining game,
yeah, because they go 6 points clear and then it's a lot of pressure back on Man City. And I know Man City have done it so many times before, but to keep on going to the well, and I thought they looked a little bit nervy against Burnley, if I'm being honest, the other night on Monday Night Football. So for me, yeah, they put the pressure on them to go and win at Everton and Bournemouth, and I think Brentford's still a difficult game for them as well.
All right, we'll get into all your predictions a little bit later on, but let's bring Dave in now, because Dave, I mean, Arsenal got the goal to beat Newcastle from another corner, but this one was a little bit different, wasn't it?
Slightly different. They are good at corners, aren't they, Arsenal? And we're going to talk about that as well a little bit later on. But Arsenal tried 4 short corners in their game against Newcastle. They'd only used 21 in their first 33 matches of this Premier League season. So why did they do it? Well, Newcastle, one of the most physically imposing teams in the division. Arsenal also scored from a short corner against Newcastle earlier this season, albeit with a different route. Let's have a look at 3 short corners within the first 8-9 minutes of the game. Keep your eye on the signal there. Once the arm goes up, that is the trigger for everyone to start running. Joe Willock's position is here really important. He intercepts the first one, which Newcastle are able to snuff out any danger. Here's the second one. Arm goes up. Movement trigger. Joe Willock again holds his position here, which blocks off the pass into White and also blocks Kai Havertz there. There is a shot from Eze, but it goes wide. Now we get to the third one, which is interesting because Joe Willock's starting position changes a little bit. He gets closer to Odegaard, gets sucked in, it opens the passing lane into Havertz, and he gets the ball to Eze, who strikes it into the top corner. A brilliant strike, you have to say, and another well-worked corner from Arsenal. Eze's goal was the 17th scored from a corner this season for Arsenal. That is a new record for a single Premier League campaign. And, of course, there's still 4 games to go. Arsenal actually got 16 in 2023-24. And West Brom's Tony Pulis side, Tony Pulis' West Brom side, 2016-17, they also got 16, as well as Oldham in 1992-93. A slightly different routine then from Arsenal this time around. We know they've got great threat, particularly in the box with Gabriel. But this time it was Eze. Paul, could Newcastle have done anything differently there, or was it just really good play from Arsenal?
No, I mean, it was good play by you, the way you picked all that out, Dave. Was that you? Is that you?
I mean, yeah, it was me, yeah.
Fair play, fair play. No, and I think that's what makes it, when you have the 3 corners, and obviously then he thinks Willock's going to read it. He thinks, I'll go short now. And that's what they're relying on, Arsenal. It might not work. That's why they do 3 and maybe they've done 4, because it's that one time that the player comes out of position and then, you know, the first one, he gets a shot off Eze, or the second one, sorry. You know, so that half worked. But, yeah, no, I don't think they could have. I thought it was clever by Arsenal. It took a lot for Arsenal. I was at the game. After the second one, the fans were going mad. Yeah. They were going mad. And to do it again, fair play to them.
I saw Odegaard almost trying to calm the crowd down.
Yeah,
it reminded me a little bit almost like cricket. So when a fast bowler comes in, he plays a couple of deliveries back of a length, gets the batter back into his crease, then the full and straight one gets him over. It was like Arsenal was setting up Newcastle for that.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're looking to work during the cricket season as well, aren't you, Dave?
Summer's coming.
That's what he's looking to do. I mean,
I need some work in the summer.
Yeah, I know. I gathered that.
he's got it in his locker, Steve has, that's for sure. We've touched on it already, but what a hit from Eze.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's actually brilliant listening to him chat to you guys after as well, because he seems like a real kind of calm character.
Yeah, very. There's no point talking. He don't listen. So, yeah. He don't listen to pundits.
But you guys do talk a lot, so...
Yeah, but he you know, as soon as he hit it, you could see him going that way. You know, his body, you know, he's off. He knows as soon as he hit it. You have a feeling when you hit a ball, you know if it's got every chance. And if you watch him, he hits it and he's off. See you later, bye. You know, and it's a phenomenal finish. And as I said before, that's what they bought him for. But the goal is in the pass as well. And I know it's only a 5-yard pass from Havertz, but People will sit at home and go, I can do that. But you'll be surprised how many people overhit it, underhit it, or have to take another touch, or it's on their wrong foot. That was rolled back absolutely perfect for him to whip it. And fair play to Havertz, because everybody's got to keep their cool, because you get excited in them positions. So fair play, and yeah, what a goal, what a goal.
On Havertz then, because I mentioned this when chatting with Jamie Carragher, we don't know the extent of his injury yet, but how significant could it be if he misses part of this run-in now?
Very, very. I think he's the one, especially if you're going to play Odegaard and Odegaard and Eze in the same team, which has not happened too often, maybe because of injuries and the way they set up before they wanted to play. But you need him in the team as well. He's got the guile, he's on their wavelength. You know, and them little flicks around the corner. You know, I just don't think Gyökeres is up to it at the moment when you're playing with that quality of footballer. You know, they're footballers, and Havertz is a footballer. So for me, it'll be a massively important. The big games Havertz will play. He will try and get him on the pitch. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, you mentioned Gyökeres, because obviously if Havertz is missing, you'd expect him to come in. He's had nearly a season now at Arsenal. Is he what Arsenal need? How do you look at this period that he's had there?
If they go on and win the league, he would have been a great buy. Because he scored some goals, you know, and he's been a battering ram up there, and he takes the pressure off, and he'll probably be all right at Atletico Madrid tomorrow, because he'll take the pressure off the centre halves when they're under pressure. If they don't win the league, then it'll be a worry. But if they win it, he's done his job against the lesser teams, if that makes sense. And I think that's what Arsenal had to do, was, you know, put the lesser teams away. The bigger ones look after themselves. So if they win the league, it's been a successful season for him.
How big a boost could the return of Bukayo Saka be?
Massive. Yeah, massive. He occupies fullbacks. You know, he's got that fear factor about him. He's got, you know, he holds respect from the other teams. You know, he can get the ball. He's starting to go down on his right foot a lot more than what he used to, so he's mixing his game up. But yeah, for me, you've got to get your best players on the pitch. There's 5 football matches to go now. Is it 4, 5?
Well, 4 for Arsenal.
4 for Arsenal, sorry. 4 games. Get your best players on the pitch. Get your best players on the pitch and let them do their magic. You know, they've got good enough defenders at the back to say, right, we'll sit here with Zubimendi, 5 of you there, you 5 go on and win it. But make sure them 5 are the best players. You don't want not the best players up there. It won't happen.
Right, we will talk more about Arsenal in a bit, and off with an injury. How significant could it be if he's not available for some of the run-in or maybe all of the run-in?
I think it will be a big blow. Havertz right now, he's got himself back his first choice in these last couple of weeks, but it's still not the Kai Havertz that we saw for Arsenal a couple of years ago when he was playing that role. Gyökeres coming in. Listen, they've still got good options. You've got Gyökeres and Jesus on the bench. Now, are they absolutely top drawer? No, we know they're not. But I mean, when you think about sort of having players in reserve, it's not bad, really. And you actually look at the nature of the fixtures, especially in the Premier League, they are still games that their attacking players should do well in. We're not talking about playing, you know, the best teams in the league. They're playing teams they should beat, but as we know, the pressure's on, there's a bit of fatigue there, so it won't be easy.
Obviously, Manchester City were in FA Cup action and not in action in the Premier League, but they put their spot in the FA Cup final brilliantly on the weekend. For them, does it feel like everything around them is just more relaxed, whether that's, you know, when you're looking at Pep, when you're looking at the players, even the fans?
Yeah, and it's just because they've won it before. The pressure's not on them to win. They've won before. No one's going to be critical of Man City if they don't win this. What if they won 4 or 5 leagues under Pep? Maybe more, I think, now. A lot of those players have won titles before, so the pressure won't be on them. For Arsenal, it feels like if they don't win this season, it's going to be the end of the world. And that's normal. That's how it felt for Liverpool under Klopp, and they were going for that first title after so long. It won't feel like that for Pep Guardiola and his players, so they will play in a more relaxed fashion. And that's why, for me, I probably still have them as slight favourites.
Yeah, they've been there before, basically. A week ago when we were here chatting, we were talking about Chelsea and Liam Rosenior being under a whole load of pressure. After a 3-0 defeat to Brighton midweek, he's now lost his job.